Welcome to our baking video.
Our macromolecule is carbs.
Today we will be making gluten-free vegan lemon bread.
But before we start baking, here's some information about our macromolecule.
Carbs, in their simplest form, are monosaccharides, but when monosaccharides join together, they become disaccharides, and when multiple monosaccharides join together, they become polysaccharides.
Carbs are composed of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen.
Some food sources of carbs include bread, rice, pasta, and potatoes.
The functions of carbs are to provide the body with energy, preserve muscle, and to promote digestive health.
Some positive effects of complex carbs are they give you energy, they help brain function, they help decrease risks of disease, and they help with your weight control.
Some negative effects of simple carbs are increased blood sugar levels, heart disease, and type 2 diabetes.
Time to bake!
First, we have to preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now grease the pan with non-stick cooking spray.
Now we have to measure all of our dry ingredients. Our first dry ingredient is 2 cups of gluten-free flour.
Our next dry ingredient is half a teaspoon of baking powder.
Now we have to measure 3/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
Next, add in 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking soda.
Next, we are going to mix all of the dry ingredients in one bowl.
Next, we have to measure out all our wet ingredients. Our first wet ingredient is 3/4 of a cup of coconut milk.
Our next wet ingredient is half of a cup of coconut yogurt.
Next is 1/4 of a cup of applesauce.
Now we have to do 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Time to zest 1 tablespoon of lemon.
After zesting, now we're going to cut the lemon in half and then squeeze out 1/4 of a cup of lemon juice.
Next, we need half a cup of honey.
Next, we're going to mix all of our wet ingredients in one bowl.
Now we're gonna pour our wet ingredients into the dry ingredients so we can combine them.
Now we are going to spread the mixture into the pan.
Now you're ready to bake the bread. Go ahead and put it in the oven.
While we wait for it to bake, let's talk about the details of the recipe.
This recipe originally called for 13 servings, but we will be doubling it into 26 servings so everyone has a chance to taste it.
Each serving of lemon bread has 75 calories and contains 2 grams of fat, 1.25 grams of protein, and 13.95 grams of carbs.
After taking the lemon bread out of the pan, let it sit and cool on a plate for about 10 minutes.
Now let's talk about the specifics of our lemon bread.
This recipe is much more healthy than regular lemon bread because we made all the healthy substitutions.
We replaced the oil with applesauce, whole wheat flour with gluten-free flour, cow's milk with coconut milk, and regular yogurt with coconut yogurt.
Also, regular milk and regular yogurt have saturated fats and unhealthy hormones that have been linked to several diseases. So by replacing them with coconut milk and coconut yogurt, it makes it much healthier.
Gluten-free flour is also healthier than whole wheat flour because it helps people with gastrointestinal problems and safe to eat for people with celiac disease.
This is a good treat to have as it is sweet, but it is still healthy enough where it can be a small dessert to have for someone combating obesity.
Our recipe will improve daily performance as it will leave you feeling less bloated than regular lemon bread.
Also, lemons help balance blood sugar, improve circulation, support digestion, and have a good source of potassium.
The cost of the healthy version is $29.22, and the cost of the unhealthy version is $21.31. The unhealthy version is $7.91 cheaper than the healthy version.
To raise awareness of the global obesity epidemic, we will create informational brochures and hand them out in class.
Welcome to our baking video.
Our macromolecule is carbs. I'm so sorry. And that was such a straight voice. It was like, welcome to our baking